Hey guys, welcome to my favorite time of the year, Easter Jeep Safari, and Nathan and I are here as always checking out the latest concepts. And Nathan, I gotta tell you, the one over my shoulder, the J6, is by far my favorite.
It really does bring back the old days of cool Jeeps that have short wheelbases and a bed. Oh, there aren't many of those, but there are a couple.
So let's let Jeep tell us all about it. You know, Nathan, when one is driving prototype Jeeps here at the Easter Jeep Safari, one works up an appetite.
That's right, baby. Nothing really happens at appetite like beef jerky.
Yeah, especially Paisley's beef jerky, which is local and grass-fed.
That's right, baby. Anytime is jerky time.
Oh yeah, that's good jerky. So we're here at the annual Easter Jeep Safari with all the concepts, and this is the most unique truck here, not only because it has two doors, but because it's actually the only Wrangler here.
That's right. Yeah.
All the others are Gladiators, but
right.
This is a Wrangler. So do us a favor, just walk us through and tell us what the design inspiration was and kind of what's special about this.
Well, Roman, you're absolutely right. The vehicle is based off of a JL,
Yep.
So it's 118.4 inch wheelbase. Overall length is 201 inches.
How much shorter is that than a Gladiator?
It's approximately 19 inches shorter in wheelbase and overall length.
Yeah.
You know, it's the 1980s all over again, which is kind of fun. It puts a smile on your face. So, you know, we really tapped into our history, and you know, we just created something really special, I think. It's the iconic two-door cab proportion and the long box. So we're just tapping in again to that history that we have. It was inspired by the J series pickups that we built from 1962 to 1988.
That's why it's a J6, right?
So that's right, absolutely. The sketch proportions that the designers worked on really scaled the box and the cab exactly to the sketch. So 6 feet in length on the bed, and that was to the T to the sketch. It was not 4.5, it wasn't 7 feet, it wasn't 6.5 feet, it was exactly 6 feet. Again, to capture that sketch proportion that we have.
Right off the bat, 3 things about this vehicle that are completely different than a Gladiator. First of all, it's not a Gladiator, not at all. This is actually based on a regular JL platform. And because of that, it's a much shorter wheelbase. And that makes all the difference in the world when it comes to making this particular corner, which is a bit rough, and doing it in a Gladiator usually means you really have to pull all the way out and come around. So obviously short wheelbase, better for turning. And over obstacles, other than a little bit of wheel rub, no issues.
So what's really cool is we had 3 boxes, Gladiators, that we took to make one box. And I mean, everything was like, you know, we got the torches out, we got the welding out, the welders out, and if you notice, the fuel door is balanced now. If you look at the Gladiators that are behind you, the fuel door is forward, and there's like a little you know, angle or notch. So we moved that forward to just clean it up. We had the opportunity because it's an all new bed, and you know, it's when you're doing a concept, you can have fun like that.
So let's do some math. It took 3 Gladiators to make one J6. Let's say they're like $60K a piece. That's $180,000 worth of Gladiators, plus of course all the time and talent that went into this. So I'm thinking this is easily, what, $500,000 to $1 million prototype? That's a lot of money, but I say money well spent. So I can hear the people out there screaming, take my money, take my money. Because I think people love the proportions of this, they love the look of this. Kind of walk me through the different Mopar parts that you put on it, right?
So
it's got bigger wheels, it's got bigger tires.
So up front, we can start there. Yeah. We did a concept brush guard up front. It's a tubular construction, and it's a 2-inch bar, powder coated. We have our production off-road LED lighting. They're 5-inch in rounds. I call them squircles. They're like a combination of a round and a square. It gives you just extreme lighting, and you can purchase those today.
Okay.
The Rubicon kitted front bumper with the wings removed, that gives you the added ground clearance, so that's currently available today. Our production JPP hood latches.
With the little flash fender?
Yeah, yeah, it's like a Willys logo. It's like iconic, graphic there.
And what size are the tires and wheels?
So the tires are 37-inch KM3s.
Yeah.
It's an awesome tire, gives you a really cool, aggressive sidewall. And these are conceptual 17-inch beadlock wheels that we're testing the waters on and see if,
the color.
The color's brass monkey.
Yeah, it's cool.
The ring is a polished face ring with a mineral gray pocket. And something that we designed, that we integrated into the design this time, was the hex bolts are protected, so they're flushed up to the ring. So
if you hit on a rock or something,
exactly,
you won't knock them off or shear them.
Right.
Yeah.
So just really paying attention to our customers and what their needs are and their wants.
The J6 is reminiscent to the old JK8 kit that was available on the JK model, and that was a two-door little pickup truck. Not a ton of people bought it, and I think that's one of the reasons why the Jeep guys are thinking, we're gonna wait and see if there's actual real public outcry for this vehicle to be built. If there is, I have a feeling they will consider building it. They would be one of the few automakers to actually build a standard cab mid-size pickup truck. If you think about it, a lot of automakers have stopped building them. Hell, some of them don't even introduce them anymore. Look at Ford. They have an extra cab, they have the four-door, but they sure as hell don't have a standard cab.
Another thing to mention is our off-road lighting for our A-pillar brackets. It's the same size off-road light as the front. It's a 5-inch. I didn't mention the badging on the exterior. It's concept badging, again, tapping into our history there. And this was inspired by the J-Series trucks. Exactly, the 1978 Honcho was our inspiration as the designers were sketching on the vehicle.
Of course, these are Mopar auxiliary lights as well.
Correct.
And then are those Mopar rock rails?
So this is a concept rock rail.
Okay.
We took the Rubicon base production rock rail and we added the tubular section on it just to relate to the concept front brush guard.
And then the Fox shocks, are those out of the Gladiator?
The Fox shocks, it's 2-inch lift, JPP to lift your vehicle. So.
And then like a little auxiliary rock rail you put on the back.
Yeah. So this is a kitted piece from the Rubicon.
And I take it that sports bar is custom.
It is. So again, we're having some fun with this concept. It's a concept sports bar, but if you look around, you can see we have like a bunch of different designs, and we just want to gauge some input from everybody and see where the interests are, and give a bunch of flavors and do like a real life clinic here, if you will.
This slick interior is, well, obviously unique because it's just for this vehicle. And because of that, they have a lot of components in here and a lot of little bits and pieces that are color coordinated. On top of that, they have a couple Easter eggs here and there on top of the shifters and whatnot that you can look at. That's really cool. But you know what's really interesting? The way the top is designed, it almost looks like it could come off. I mean, it does have latches. Could you imagine being able to remove the roof on this thing?
So we have some production parts also in the cabin. We have our JPP all-weather mats, the high walls. It gives you like added protection. There are sill plates, obviously. The instrument panel inserts are dipped in this brilliant blue metallic. Matches exterior. Cat skin leather seats.
Oh, it is metallic. I love that. There's a little bit of fleck in
it. Yeah, we hotted it up.
Yeah.
It was actually the 1978 Honcho color.
Okay.
And we did a lot of research to find that color, that specific color, but we did hot it up. We added a little bit more metallic, and obviously there's a little bit more gloss level to the paint. We have the integrated aux bank switches that tap into our off-road lighting, and something I want to point out here, this control here is our trailer brake control that taps into that 7,650 pound towing capability that we have. And it being Easter and all, We always have an Easter egg for everybody. So the top of the shifter bezel, we did a unique design that captures the essence of the two-door long box silhouette of the J series trucks in the past.
I have to ask you, if enough people in the comments say, take my money, will they be able to give you their money? At some point, can this become a reality?
I think at this point, this is a concept, solely a concept at this point. And, you know, I think we're gauging the interest here in Moab, Utah. But strictly a concept at this point. Yeah. I mean, again, the overall length, it's very manageable. I drove it here, and it's just a pleasure to drive. You know, that 118.4-inch wheelbase is just it's just a beautiful thing, and you truly feel like you're driving a mid-segment pickup truck.
Yeah.
You know.
Nathan, take my money. Take my money. I want this so bad.
You know, in the past, Jeep did have a kit for the previous model Wrangler that was very similar to this, so that sold. So who knows, maybe this is something they could do as a kit in the future.
Yeah, if you guys put enough comments in the section below, maybe they'll actually build it. I certainly hope so. As always, this is Roman
And Nathan.
saying thanks for watching, and check out TFL Truck for more news, views, and of course, Nathan, what?
Real world Moab reviews.
See you guys next time. Ciao.